Hello and shalom, friends. I would like to answer a question that I recently got. And it's a question that a lot of people ask me, which is, so she said that someone shared her my course with her, the Arukah certification program, and she was curious as to what kind of homework is involved in the program. She said that she was a sponge for information and that she loves to learn, but she's not into schoolwork. I totally understand that. Well, these days, she said she's not into schoolwork these days. So maybe she was in the past. So, what does the coursework entail? Okay, it's a great question. And here's the answer. So, there's a lot of studying, which involves mostly audiobooks, actually. And the reason why I chose material that is available in audiobook format is because I am a busy mother of 9 children, which I homeschool. And when I embarked on my own personal learning journey to become a holistic healer, I was an entrepreneur and also I had 2 children at the time. So I was growing a brand new business and I had 2 children at that time, which, I was a stay-at-home mom, and my plan was always to homeschool my children and be with them the whole entire time. So I created a program that is perfect for someone who was in my very similar situation many years ago. So most of the material is in audiobook format. Some of them are videos, and a few are in PDF, electronic book format, or Kindle books, which you can download to your phone. You can get a lot of them, most of them also in paperback format. But I just find it very convenient to have everything available on either audio or Kindle version, okay, or electronic format. So there's a lot. It's mostly listening to audiobooks or videos and a little bit of reading. Of course, a lot of the audiobooks you can read instead of listen to, but I find it really hard, for especially for a busy adult to do reading. Actually, even for children, I feel like audio and video is a lot easier to consume. It might not be everyone's preferred method of learning, but it's a lot easier to consume because it's a more passive way of learning. Reading it takes more action than listening or watching. Okay. And there's advantages and disadvantages to both, but it's easier to consume content when it is in audio or video format. Now, the work is primarily communication, primarily either writing or speaking. So the reason why I have my students write, so when my students finish a book, whether it's an audiobook or a book that they read, or maybe it's a video or video series, they will write about it or report about it through audio. Okay, so either writing or speaking. And the reason why is because the Arukah, the business aspect of the Arukah certification program has to do with online entrepreneurship. And the reason why I chose to teach and incorporate online entrepreneurship in my program is because that is the only business model that I know. And it is the business model that has empowered me to be a stay-at-home mom, but make a very good income, more income than I made as a computer scientist at NASA. And it's very empowering because I was able to be there for my children, homeschool them. Literally, I can move almost anywhere in the world and still have my business intact, so long as I have internet access wherever I go. So it's a very empowering business model to learn. And one of the keys to having a successful online business is to be able to effectively communicate with people. Okay. Actually, to have a business in general, there has to be effective communication involved. So the coursework that is involved is, basically writing or reporting audibly on the course material that you have learned. There's also, some creation of herbal formulas, as well as video and presentations towards the end. But for the majority of the program, it is writing or speaking. The reason why I made speaking one of the options instead of just writing is because some of my students aren't very strong writers. Maybe their grammar isn't very, very strong, either because maybe they're from another country, or writing just isn't one of their skills, and that is not that's okay. That is not a hindrance when it comes to online entrepreneurship. You can successfully have an online business even without strong grammatical skills, as long as you can still effectively communicate. And in the age of podcasts and videos, that's perfectly fine. Okay. And another reason why I include online entrepreneurship in my certification program is because as a holistic healer, we are not backed by medical insurance companies or hospitals. We have to create our own business. We have to create our own clients. We have to create our own demand for our services. There's absolutely a demand for holistic health and healing, but because it's not backed by pharmaceutical companies and hospitals and the modern medical system and insurance companies, etc., we have to get our message out there in other ways, through through video, through audio, through blogs, social media, etc. So that's why the coursework is focused on that. Okay, so I hope that answer is helpful and that it was thorough enough to understand. And I invite you to take a look, if you haven't done so yet, into the Arukah Holistic Healer Certification Program. If you are interested in becoming a holistic healer, in taking charge of your own health, the health of your family, becoming a holistic healer to yourself, your loved ones, and your community, and making an impact in the world as a holistic healer, a holistic warrior. We are so in need of people who will bring that truth of holistic health and healing to the world. At the Arukah Holistic Life Academy, we teach naturopathic herbalism, holistic life coaching, and online entrepreneurship. These are the 3 keys to becoming an effective and impactful holistic healer, a holistic warrior. Shalom. So just visit our website at www.arukah.com. That's ARUKAH.com.